this, Ryu shook his head negatively and replied that the more expensive the services were, the higher the security, which was their priority after all. On the first of every month, all players will fall unconscious as their souls will get transported to another world, leaving their real bodies unprotected, and it was the period that was the most vulnerable for all players. During this time, they became vulnerable to disasters such as fire or earthquakes. But the biggest danger was not the cataclysms, but the assassins hired by other players. And so, when the time came, players would need to prepare to have their bodies in as protected a place as possible. After finishing his thoughts, Ryu turned to his brother, who had already settled in a bit, and asked if he liked the house. Wani enthusiastically replied that it was beautiful, and it still felt like he was dreaming. Then Ryu kindly said he is glad Wani is happy and that he liked it. Suddenly, Wani's face became a little sad. He then apologized to his older brother in an uncertain and worried voice. Ryu looked at him in confusion, not understanding what he was apologizing for. Wani continued in an upset voice, saying that Ryu would be transferred to another world next month, and he'd have to fight for his life. Knowing this, how could Wani enjoy and be happy? But this sad atmosphere was broken by Ryu, who patted his brother on the shoulder, asking him why he was so sad. He added, "Do you think I won't be able to come back from the next round?" But Wani didn't say anything, and Ryu jokingly told him to stop thinking about nonsense and follow him. He had heard that the shopping hall on the second floor sells really delicious food, so they should go and enjoy. Wani agreed, still worried. Then suddenly a message arrived on Ryu's phone. After reading the message, he realized it was from Youngmin, and Ryu continued to ignore him. Putting his phone in his coat pocket, he thought of giving Youngmin a visit. The next day, a sleepy Ryu came out of the bedroom and was surprised to see Wani fully dressed, preparing to go somewhere. When he asked him where he was going, Wani happily replied that he had ordered some rice cakes and was going to pick them up. Still sleepy, Ryu didn't immediately realize what he was talking about. As far as he could remember, this had never happened before. Although regression did not guarantee that everything would happen exactly the same way as in the past, it was a significant change. Turning to his younger brother, who had already packed up and intended to go, Ryu asked him why he had decided to buy them, to which Wani replied that he was going to give them away to the neighbors as a gift to celebrate their moving in, as he thought it would be good mannered. Ryu thoughtfully replied that being on good terms with the neighbors was a great idea. Pleased at his older brother's praise, Wani said that he could distribute them himself, adding that Ryu could stay here and rest. However, Ryu disagreed, replying that they should distribute the gifts together. He then told Wani to wait for a while he went to change his clothes. After a while, they rang the bell of the first apartment, from which a voice came out seconds later asking who it was. Wani, with a smile on his face and a cake in his hands, good-naturedly informed them that they were their neighbors who had just moved in and now came to greet them. Opening the door, a middle-aged woman with a smile also greeted them. Then, noticing that the two looked very similar, she asked if they were brothers, to which Wani smilingly replied that they were. Handing the woman a rice cake, he advised her to eat them while they were still warm. She happily received the cake and thanked the brothers. Then, after some more time, they continued to greet their neighbors, continuing to give them gifts, and after an hour they were almost done with greeting the neighbors and heading to the last place. This was the top floor, and the most expensive and the most secure one. While Wani was ringing the doorbell, Ryu was thinking to himself that there must have been someone from a rich family or a celebrity in such a place. Even after ringing the bell for a while, no one answered his call, causing him to have thoughts that perhaps no one was home. Pressing once more and getting no answer, he turned to his older brother, who was standing by the wall, and said a bit confusedly that it looked like no one was here. Turning around, they were about to head for the elevator